welcome everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 17th of December. But just before I get started, if you are new, please subscribe, hit those like buttons, guys. And please leave me comments down below. I love to chat to you guys. We've built a little community here and I actually asked you guys the other day what it was, like what were some of the things that we've learned from these past couple of years. So I'm just going to go through a couple of those things because I think it's really interesting to get your feedback on the things that we've learned and how we've changed as people, because I think you could all agree that we've really changed a lot as people. So keep them coming in. It's really interesting for all of us to sort of share these things. I'm just going to go through a couple of them. Catherine, you had heaps. It was so great. Some of yours were to learn, we learned sort of to give love and compassion to ourselves, which is huge. We really did. We had to put ourselves first, not in a selfish way, but in a way of taking care of ourselves to be able to survive these couple of years. It was so hard. You also put that we love pets and animals more than humans. I thought that was great because if you see me with my dogs, I am pretty bad with them, I must say. We do love our pets and animals. They have a very unconditional love. I think that's why, guys. Feel we have healed our hearts and souls. I actually agree with that. I feel like we've come so far. We've learned how to release pain and any of those awful feelings that maybe we even carried for a lifetime. And we do see a lot of beauty in small things, and I think all of us would agree with that. I know a lot of you have made comments over the time about seeing the beauty in a little bird sitting on a log or something, you know, these tiny things we're really enjoying again. I know, Louise, you and I share those kind of stories all the time. And we're just seeing life so differently. And we really are. I totally agree, Catherine. I really believe that we are seeing life very differently pre-pandemic to where we are now. It's just a whole different experience, isn't it? And some of the others I got from you guys were, well, the guides obviously said our biggest sort of lesson and takeaway from all of this was learning to focus our thoughts and our energy in the right directions and where we wanted to go. And some of you also wrote down, we learned how to be an individual. Ain't that the truth? How important like spirituality is to us as well. Finding our own spirituality and being guided by that. I'm sure that's what you mean there as well. How to stand in our beliefs. Gosh, isn't that the truth? We had to really stay strong in our beliefs and what we were feeling, what we were sensing, what we were knowing. And we had to also use that strength to move ourselves forward because we had to keep getting on with our life around this complete madness and chaos. And it's almost like we've found ourselves on the inside, somebody said. And I think that's a great way of putting it because it is. It's like we sort of had a lot of things. Oh, listen to my voice going there. That's interesting. We had a lot of things hidden for many, many years, maybe some of us, like I said, from very young. And we've sort of found ourselves again. And that's really what the awakening process is, guys. It's about finding who you really are and not being dulled down anymore and squashed. And so it's like that emerging, that phoenix rising from the ashes, isn't it? We learnt patience. We learnt discernment. And I love this one. Someone put, not to trust government. And I added on all mainstream media. So they're just a few things, guys. So thanks for writing in and letting me know a few things. You can keep writing in too. I love hearing those. It's great to see the journeys that we've had and how we've grown and changed. You know, it's not been an easy road that we've been on, that's for sure. Sorry, I've got to blow my nose. It's really cold here again today. Boo-hoo. Stop laughing, Martin. I know you're in -15, but, you know, it's really cold again. I want some summer. We're like a week out of Christmas, and this is when we have barbecues and all that down here, down under. So I'm a little disappointed. But anyway, I've got my coffee, so everything's good in the world. Cheers, everyone, as long as we've got our coffees. All right, let's do the reading. 17th of December. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, I keep getting it. The capitals are the big target. Boom, boom, boom. All the money's going to the capitals. This is globally. We know that it is. We know they're building their new structures. They're trying to implement their little agenda. So tons is pouring into the capitals now. they're getting rid, at the moment, this could be in the cities, but it could be globally too. They're getting rid of old systems. They're getting rid of old, it's saying transport, but they're showing me like they're getting rid of old radio towers and anything that's becoming, well, they're saying like dinosaur, anything that's going to be superfluous to their own agenda, basically. They're deleting and getting rid of old communications. They're going to put it under the heading of communications. Old communication towers, they're going to start to transition and change these things now to the modern age of, we know what they're changing it to, Smartsville. Everything's going to become Smartsville. So that's what I'm getting. They're taking down any old towers. I'm getting that around London Bridge. We get a lot of London Bridge here, meaning England, London, obviously. A lot of old towers coming down to do with communication systems. But this is globally too. It's not just there, but I am getting there. You might be a little bit ahead on the communication, smart communication than other places are. Smartsville. That's what we'll call London, Smartsville. God. Let's see where else we go. They're saying like heritage buildings will still be protected. So heritage buildings will still exist. They're not going to just come and, this is globally, they're not going to come and wipe those things out because that is part of history. They know they can't just bulldoze and destroy everything in their process. So heritage buildings will still be protected. But the guides are saying they'll still have good surveillance. Of course they will. Everywhere will. Hang on. Oh, God, this is interesting. People are redacting their comments from Twitter. People might be going through and redacting some of their comments and taking them off. They're not supposed to do that, are they? But of course they will. They're trying to delete them. But I think Twitter has backups. I'm pretty sure that Twitter's got like an enormous file. Elon Musk is too clever. He would never have just done this without good preparation. He's just too clever. This man's too clever. So I'm getting that a lot of these people who are worried and are scared of being exposed, and this is in all areas of whether it's corruption, whether it's like it could be the Epstein, it could be anything dodgy. We know there's that much dodgy stuff, it's insane. I do feel like they're starting to redact things they've said and try to erase things. It could be off Twitter, could be off other things too, because they feel like other platforms might get exposed as well. So there's a lot of this covering up around scandals at the moment. They're trying to do their, well, it's saying redacting, they're removing, their removal of information. Oh, as they called it, disinformation, which is actually the disinformation, isn't it? Oh my God, I'm so over that. How's the words they created around all this whole pandemic? All these new words that just put us all under a certain heading and category. Makes you sick, doesn't it? All right, so I'm getting there's a lot of this people trying to backtrack and remove comments and remove anything that can incriminate them, basically. And this is globally. This is everybody, particularly America, we know. All right, let's see where else we go. God, they're talking about, they're talking about the sleepwalkers, but they're also talking about us, and they're saying that people have standards. People have standards that they want to live by, and they're starting to feel that they're not keeping up with their standard. It's like anyone. It's like You've been living your life like all of us here to a certain standard, you know. We live a fairly simple life, most of us here. We don't, you know, we're not these grandiose people, most of us. But everyone has this standard of living where they're used to just sort of, you know, getting your groceries and paying your bills and paying your mortgage and just sort of floating along. But now it's starting to take people down. We know it is. The cost of living and the economic crisis is taking people down. That they're not being able to maintain their standard of living now, and it's starting to really upset people. It's starting to upset people. It's showing me people getting I'd say the sleepwalkers, because they didn't see it coming. We've worked on a lot of our anxieties and our panic attack feelings and our fears and all that. We've worked through a lot of that crap in the last few years, but these people are now having to deal with this. They're having that, I think I said it the other day. They're having, yeah, I did, didn't I? They're having that panic attack, anxiety in their stomach, in the pit of their stomach. You know when you get that, it's almost like a sicky feeling, but it's not. It's that knotted up, like it almost affects your breathing because you can't undo it. And that's why these things are like waking people up, because they're starting to realize it's affecting their health as well. So they're not able to maintain their sort of standard of living because it's all, as I keep saying, the rug's being pulled out from under them and they weren't prepared for it. So that's what they're still going through. They're having these anxiety, panic attacks, feeling sick in the guts, very worried, very scared. Different to the virus. I always say it's a different fear to the virus. It's not like the virus. I don't even know what they felt during the virus. I think they were in such a coma that they don't know what they felt. But these are very real anxieties and feelings that they're feeling in their bodies. And it's affecting, because it's affecting their standard of living, they feel like they're going down lower and lower and lower, which of course is what government's aim was. They'd be rubbing their hands together, the governments, wouldn't they, and thinking, this is great, we're taking everyone down to own nothing. And that's the goal, isn't it, as we know here. Let's see where else we go today. See, people, it's the sleepwalkers again. It's us too, but we don't take it as personally because we're so used to all this rubbish now. We don't take much too personally, do we? They're feeling very belittled by their government. They're feeling stupid. They are. They're feeling stupid. Now, they've been in their bubble denial suits. I keep talking about these zipped up suits where they're in denial and they're not going to look at anything. But unfortunately, they're getting forced to, because it's all coming to fruition. Every conspiracy, everything that's been out there shared around on these platforms is actually coming true before their very eyes. And this is what they're feeling like. They're feeling belittled by their government, like their government is treating them like absolute fools. No, that's how they're feeling, because they feel like they feel like government thinks they're stupid, because as we know, none of this makes any sense. Why are they taxing cow farts? In New Zealand, they're definitely doing that, Netherlands. Why is that happening? Imagine that when that hits the shores of, say, Australia or England. I don't think they've started there yet, have they? You know, how's this going to work? Is that when they're going to wake up? See, they're going to feel stupid because they've had their head buried in the sand for 3 effing years, and all of a sudden, oh, hang on, it's on our doorstep. What do we do now? Oh, we're being belittled by our government and squashed. So, you know, this is how they're feeling. They're feeling silly. And we understand. Honestly, we understand. Can you imagine how stupid you'd feel after 3 years of being fed total BS and garbage, and your life's now being destroyed and you never saw it coming? Where do you go from there? Well, I don't know, because then you've got to admit you're a conspiracy theorist, and that's not what they want to do, is it? So they're avoiding it at all costs. Sadly. I don't know. It's just a nightmare, isn't it, guys? What would we do without our coffees? That's all that keeps us going, isn't it? The little things of life. Let's see where else we go today. Yeah, I'm just getting that. The other day I had that rubber stamping, like stamping things like things being passed in government and all this kind of stuff. Well, there's tons and shitloads and masses and heaps of that going on now. This is globally. They're rubber stamping everything. Well, we know Dan Andrews in Victoria, he'd be rubber stamping everything. All the bills, all the things they're implementing, everything they're trying to pass through government. We know they're passing all the dates to have their renewables, and it's just never ending, isn't it? Like, have your electric cars by 2030, and there's just all these like deadlines. So now everybody's rubber stamping all their like dates and deadlines. This is globally. This is happening globally. And see, this is another thing that's waking a lot of these people up, because it's every bloody country, bar some, that's being affected by all this nonsense. Like, isn't that a bit of a coincidence that this is all happening? Like everywhere, not just like here in Australia, or not just in America. And now it's not just China anymore. We all know about China. And now we're all turning into China. Oh my God, I wish these people would wake up. I know you guys do out there too. I know it's so frustrating. You just want to shake these people and go, stop complying. Stop complying. Did you hear Jill Biden the other day? Biden wasn't even there. I don't know where he was. Oh, sorry, Dr. Jill Biden, saying how it's very important at this time of the year that you go and keep everybody safe, yep, and get your COVID vaccination. That's a great idea, isn't it? So that was her advice, Jill Biden. Still, you know, still feeding the masses with garbage. It just does your head in, doesn't it? Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just get so frustrated by all this garbage. And not one thing. Let me know here if you're getting anything on your mainstream media. I always check mainstream media out just, you know, for a bit of a laugh and to check what's on there and what they're feeding people, the zombies, the sleepwalkers. And yeah, nothing about Twitter. Zero, nothing. And I watched last night on the ABC, and they show pictures of Biden, but him not talking, of course, but him looking all upright and strong at the podium and that, and they tell you the narrative. So they're even covering up that he's got like dementia. That's not even on the news. Oh my God, guys, this is just, how's the control of the media? It's just horrifying. It is. Okay, sorry guys, I get so sidetracked. Let's see where else we go. God, I'm still getting this erupting. I'm getting Times Square. Times Square, New York. Have I got it right? Oh, that'd be a miracle if I have. I try hard, guys. I haven't travelled very much. I'm not a very big traveller at all. The only place I've ever been is Thailand, when I picked up my daughter from an orphanage. And that was Bangkok, which was an experience in itself. Oh my God, so populated. Oh my goodness. So I'm getting, yeah, it's Times Square, isn't it, in New York? There's this volcanic activity happening there, like not literally. I just meant in the people. The people are erupting now. I'm just getting this eruption of the people. Oh. See, they're having to admit that this is happening. This is the people in the denial bubble suits. So there's a lot happening in America. There is. This Twitter thing is really opening people's eyes. So I'm getting that volcanic, whether you have some sort of protest of some sort of form in this Times Square, this could be coming to it. Doesn't mean it's happening right this minute, but this is definitely like this earthquake, volcanic energy that's causing this heat and this anger to rise up in people. And this is good in America. You need that to happen. You need people to fight back against the lies. Oh, and yes, I did see the Trump speech. Oh my God, guys, wasn't that incredible? Oh my God, we need to be sharing that to all our platforms, guys, because he's gonna, oh, if he could just call out the BS and lies, oh my God, he would be our hero. We could put him in his Superman suit. I did see that. It was absolutely brilliant. Good on him for standing up, because I believe personally he was duped. We all know it. Look, yeah, he's no angel. None of them ever are. But the corruption of Biden has just gone beyond a joke, hasn't it? And he's still in there, not even answering any questions. Nothing's happening as usual, but I still think it will, so don't panic. So I think that was brilliant to hear those words coming out of Trump's mouth. I thought, good on him for standing, because they really tried to take him down, didn't they, over those, was it January events that happened with the, wherever that was, with the big protests and everything, and how he instigated it and all that rubbish. They've tried to just feed that, haven't they, and just really drag him right down, and then they had him nearly for tax or something, didn't they? So the fact that the tables are turning, great. This is brilliant. This is brilliant, guys. We know it's all a big show and a charade, and we know Trump's a bit of a showster too, but I'd much be preferring to personally to watch the Trump show than the bloody clown show of lies over here. At least he knows for a fact that this was all a big farce, and that the platforms, i.e. example Twitter, did a lot of corruption, and they swing the votes, and they, you know, we know how rigged it all is. Look at Dan Andrews here in Victoria, back in again, as if, so rigged. Okay, I'll see what else there is today. God, this is for you guys watching my channel. We've got to start channeling our inner strength and purpose. We have to just really keep finding that courage now. Now, the guides did give us a little holiday, so we're having a few weeks off at the moment. We're all sort of resting up. You can still plant seeds, nothing wrong with that, because people are used to us anyway doing that. God, all my people on Facebook think I'm absolutely crazy. But, you know, there's websites for the WEF, and all this is real, but of course we're crazy. So we've got to keep finding that inner strength moving forward, and just clearing our path. The guides are showing us like clearing our path. So another example of this is to, while you're at home having your holiday, declutter your houses, declutter your garages, declutter everything in your life, your linen cupboards, your fridges, everything. This is how you keep anxiety down. I posted a video, I shared that yesterday, about how with anxiety decluttering really helps, because it gets rid of old energy and it helps clear your path. So we could work on a few of these things in the next few weeks, doing a bit of decluttering. I know that sounds simple, even for you guys out there. Tidy up your cars, get all the junk out of all your old offices, and, you know, like I said, your sheds and things like that. Keep your path clear in life, and that's how you keep your mind clear, by keeping all the clutter out of it. And this can happen in the physical world as well as the mental world. If you need to, the guides are saying write lists, get things out of your head. You can set goals, so many things you can do. I've got tons of videos that can help you on some of these subjects as well, if you go check out my playlists on anxiety and things like that. But this is what we've got to do, keep clearing our path forward, because they're saying, the guides are saying there are tough times ahead. We know that 2023 is a big shift. There's going to be a lot of awakening. Things are going to get harder, not easier. You know, even for us, even though we're prepared, we still get knocked off our course a little bit too. When you're still getting interest rate rises in the mailbox, even though you're prepared, it's still frustrating, because that takes your money from somewhere else, then now you have to pour it into your home loan. Or, you know, this happens to all of us, not just the sleepwalkers. These ripple effects will affect us as well. So we have to be really clear in our thinking moving forward into next year. Hang on a sec, I'll see if there's anything else to close with today. I'm getting it again, that Pink Floyd song. We haven't had this for a while. We had it a long time ago. We don't need no education. Another brick in the wall. Sure, that's what it is. Another brick in the wall, where the school kids are marching along. Oh, they're on the conveyor belt, and they're the rebels. That's us. We're still going to be the rebels into 2023. We're going to be the naughty school children throwing the chairs, marching out the classroom. That's still us. That's who we are at the core of our being. We're not anti-government. We're anti-BS. We're the BS detectors. We see through the BS and garbage and lies, and that's why we turf the chairs in the classroom and walk out. We're going to continue to do that next year. because we'll just see through the BS again. There's going to be so much garbage coming at us next year. I told you there's a lot more of the reset. Whoa, there's going to be a lot more. Hang on. Oh, how's the songs today? I'm getting that Whitney Houston song again. Find your strength in love. Find your, is that the song? What's the song called? I believe the children are our future. What's that song? We had it the other week. Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So that's, oh, I don't know what the song's called, I forgot. But you know the song I mean. We have to really love ourselves and continue to really strengthen ourselves, just like those things we've learned in the past few years. Just stay loving ourselves and being kind to ourselves. Because that's the greatest love of all. Isn't that the song? I don't know. Hang on, let's see if there's something else. So we've got to keep nurturing and looking after ourselves. And we do that by living in the now, not getting too anxious, not getting worked up, not worrying about the past or the future, living in that now. These are the ways that we do it. And really staying strong in our beliefs. And of course, not to forget, being useless to government. That's how you love yourself. By respecting yourself and staying true to your beliefs. Hang on. Hold the fort. Oh God, the jukebox is all go today. Hang on. I better put a coin in. Pick my own song out. God, they're giving me all the songs again. They go through the whole songs. I've had Tomorrow, I've had Diamonds and Pearls, I've had Get Down On, I've had everything. Oh, hang on, bear with me, guys. Oh, I love it. This is great, guys. They've got me a song. And it's the Michael Jackson song today, yes. And guess, I want you to go and play it today because I want you to just get this vision of us in your mind. And it's us with our biker jackets on it and we're all there ready to dance. This is all of you guys watching my channel. And we're singing Bad. I'm bad, you know it. And you go, well, get right up and you get to bad. Who's bad? We're bad. We're bad. I love it. Oh, God. How do the guides even think of this stuff? So I want you to get that vision of all of us. This is leading into 2023. We're going to be really, really bad and we're going to stay in our beliefs. And our government's going to see us as really, really bad because we're true to ourselves. Oh. And they're saying bad represents bullshit angel detectors. Bullshit angel detectors. What the frig? How do the guides even think of this stuff, honestly? So we're going to go and look at the film clip Bad because we're really, really bad. We're the bullshit angel detectors. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Oh my God, sorry guys. I've got to apologise for the guides all the time. They just give us so much ridiculous stuff. But I think you can relate. So I'm getting this vision of us all dancing to the film clip Bad. Oh my God, in our Braveheart biker jackets because we're going to be bad next year. So take care, everybody. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Oh my God, go check out the film clip if you want to have a laugh. All right, I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody, and I'll say goodbye from Australia. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave me comments down below about your experiences in the last couple of years and what you've learned and how you've grown. And also, I'm about to do another country. So look out for that as well. I've got one left in my container to do. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.